Good morning, my name is Kylie Barrett and we're going on excursion to Downfall Creek. The children have noticed the difference between this side of the creek and the other side of the creek. This side has a big concrete drain that's used as a floodway before it flows through to Downfall Creek on the other side, which is a lot more natural and a lot more animals and deeper water. The rangers have been telling the children that platypus used to live here at Downfall, and the children are very concerned because the platypuses couldn't live in this drain. That's not deep enough. There's no rockeries, there's no pebbles on the bottom for the platypuses to use to eat, and there's no plants close to the edge, which is what platypuses need to feel comfortable to come back into an environment. So we've been building on their skills of sketching. We often count birds and things when we're down here on a Thursday anyway, so they are the skills that we're going to continue to focus on today. This is the area that we spend our time on a Thursday. The safety rules for the children are that they have to keep their bodies on the grass, which keeps them off the concrete. It keeps them away from the road. There is a bushland area between those two trees at the back, which has a tap for water and a playground, and we pretty much go to two big trees as our border. So this whole area is where we spend most of our day. So we have access to all the amenities here while we're here: toilets, running water, a playground, all that fun stuff, and rubbish. And we have our morning tea over in our little enclosed area over here, away from everyone, before we head back across the road. Showing the children both sides of the creek enables us to ask the question, how can we improve the livability of the creek to support the animals? It also allows us to use the 8 ways of Aboriginal learning and cross-cultural curriculum to embed the understanding of why country and place is important to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. So the children know that that's what this side of the creek looks like compared to the other side of the creek where the drain is. So this is our tarp that we bring, and our mat and our trolley. This is the creek area here. The kids can very clearly see the condition of the water. Now, talking about man-made structures in this environment has been really interesting. We've been able to share with the children that the concrete drain was used to help the water flow supposedly move quicker when it floods or when there's high rainfall. Talking to the rangers, they've said that we now know that this is not the best model. But it's good for the children to learn about words like impervious, the difference between floodwater and rainwater and storm flow overflows. There's lots of different avenues for learning in this kind of environment. Before moving on to your fieldwork activities, take the time to drink water and rest if you need to, giving children an opportunity to have a bit of a break before heading into fieldwork. We led into our main sketching activity by doing tally sheets. The children designed them and then spent time observing the animals that they saw on this side of the creek. The observations the children make help to lead into our next activity, which is sketching. Just making sure the kids are all set up. They've got their clipboards, their frame to look through, their pencils. They've picked their viewpoints today, and they're just going to sit down and draw their lines for their background, foreground, middle ground. and then we will start supporting them as they go. Depending on your age group, you can group the children together for drawing. They can support each other, and it's easier to work with a group of them rather than like 10 or 12. Let's label what you sketched. So what's in your foreground?
Grass.
So that's grass. And this is what?
Water.
Water. And then what was up here in your background?
Tree.
The tree. So we need to add the words.
Oh, now I need to add.
Yeah, we need to add
the sky.
Oh, is it in your view though?
A tiny bit.
Have a look in your frame again and check. Make sure it's in your view.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit in your view? All right, then you can add the sky. This is your tree and this is your foreground.
Yes.
And then you have your fence in your middle ground.
Yes.
So we've just talked about your water. Where is it?
On the top.
Yeah, but is it really when you look in your frame?
No.
So is your water above or below your fence?
Below. No.
Okay, so that's just a mistake and that's okay.
Yeah.
Do you think we can fix it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can fix it, can't we?
Yeah.
That's okay. We make mistakes sometimes and that's a really good way for us to learn.
Yeah.
So the process of sketching has helped us to deepen a lot of literacy and numeracy skills with the children. We've also used photography as a tool, and we will, in our post fieldwork, extend on this using an ICT program called ArcSoft, which transfers our photos into digital images that we can then label. The other part of the post fieldwork was for the children to present their artwork and explain to each other, which was a really positive part of this whole process for us as well. That communication and presentation of their hard efforts.